Going. We're alive.
I was always alive.
We're live.
I've never been dead yet.
And we're back.
Inside.
We're back in Ohio. Last Sunday we were in cold Texas. And now we're in cold Ohio.
No, colder Ohio.
Colder Ohio. Happy Sunday Fun Day, everyone. Welcome to our weekly Sunday live show where our computers are working. No technical difficulties like last Sunday. And Jeremy will be singing a song.
Unlike last Sunday. What should I sing about?
Let's sing about Texas.
See, because I had a Christmas carol already, but George said no, it's not close enough to Christmas, so that got outvoted. I actually had a whole nother guitar.
No, wait. Pump your brakes for a second. Let's rewind.
Yeah, I have a whole nother guitar already.
You were gonna sing a Christmas song because I let you sing whatever you want on the live.
That's funny. That is funny.
I let him sing whatever he wants on the live.
Keep telling them jokes, George. Keep telling them jokes.
And then he wanted
She's
to wear
got the jokes.
And then he wanted to know if we could wear Christmas hats. And I said in 2 weeks we can when it's closer to Christmas. So that's when he changed his mind about singing a Christmas tune. Are you crying?
Are you making me crack up that I keep crying?
Are you crying?
You're so funny. I'll let him do whatever he wants.
I let him sing whatever he wants.
There she goes.
Ain't that right, Jeffrey? Jeffrey can vouch for me. Jeffrey the butler can vouch for me. Don't you dare choke on me. Don't you dare choke on me. I don't know CPR and I don't know the Heimlich remover.
Almost got a kiss. We love you, Texas. Oh, yes, we do. You should probably give him a pew, pew. We love you, Texas, and this is true. You're missing the pew-pews. When we're not near you.
Yes, Heimlich remover.
We're blue. Oh, Texas, we miss you. Did you miss Texas?
I think Texas misses us.
That's true. And I think there's a lot of questions about Texas going to be tonight.
About what the huge announcement's going to be.
Yeah, well, there
Texas
is a huge announcement. And Texas is huge.
Yeah.
So make sure you share this link with all of your friends because we have a major announcement tonight.
Appreciate it, Jordan.
And we don't only miss Texas. We don't only love Texas. We also love all of the viewers, right?
Yeah, Katie Adams is on. She says, yes, we miss you.
Oh!
A couple of the folks that we met while we were in Texas, they're trying to convince us to move to Texas.
They're working very hard to try and convince us.
Yeah. So they think that the part of the huge announcement is that we're moving to Texas.
Oh, we're going somewhere. We love you,
appreciate it, Storage
viewers. Oh, yes, we do. Do you love the viewers?
Yeah, we do. We love our viewers and subscribers.
Love you, viewers. And this is true. We're not near you. We're blue. Or white grandpa or caramel Egyptian.
Vanilla. Don't forget vanilla.
Vanilla. Sorry.
Basic vanilla.
Basic
grandpa.
vanilla. I forgot that.
Appreciate it, Northwest.
Oh, YouTubers, we love you. Should we sing one more verse? Who should we sing to?
I thought there was a line that Texas was the bestest.
That was in the other song, Texas was the bestest, that you said I couldn't sing. That was in the Christmas Carol.
In the Christmas Carol.
Should we try the Christmas Carol?
No, we'll now do the mail song.
Is it time for mail?
Yeah, it is.
Whoa. We got announcements before we get to mail. You jumped to mail so quick. Mail.
Let's get the singing out of the way.
That hurts.
We're 4 minutes in.
All right, we have some huge announcements tonight.
The H is silent.
Huge announcements tonight. Okay, so here's the deal. We've got a big, major announcement. Now, we have to wait until everybody gets in here, and we're going to start sharing some of that announcement. And it is major, and it involves you.
Already 500 people watching.
Potentially
504.
involves you as well, because you're gonna want to stay on. You're gonna want to figure this one out. Okay.
Yes.
This is a major announcement, and there are only 3 people in the world right now. Actually, 4 people in the world right now that even know about this.
And the 4 include
2 of them aren't in this room, and
in the studio.
1 of them are. Which one of us knows? So all that being said, all right, so you're going to want to pay attention and stay tuned. Before we get into that, we want to remind everybody, YouTube is doing another cleansing on their platform again. And so what that means is once YouTube's system cleanses all the spam accounts and cleanses all the fake accounts, it destroys your notification system. Now, chances are you're here because your notification system is actually working. But you want to share this with everybody else as well, because YouTube is doing another cleanse specifically right now.
Yes.
And the way to fix that, where you subscribe, there's always a bell. Okay. There's always that bell up there. You unclick that bell, which will unclick your notifications. You click it again. This is extremely important.
So essentially you're rebooting.
You're rebooting your YouTube subscription to What the Hales. You click that bell again and you click all. And that way you'll get every notification every time we upload a new video, every time we go live. We're getting all kinds of comments like, where's George? I haven't seen George. And sitting there going, have you not watched all week? Have you? Yeah, we were just in Texas. How do you miss this stuff? And that's because notifications aren't on. And so you want to go in, unclick the bell, but make sure you click the bell again, click all. And that way you'll know every time we upload a new video and every time we go live. So that's extremely important.
So in addition to what Jeremy just said, what YouTube is trying to do is they're trying to delete all accounts that aren't logged on or active. So if you're not liking videos, if you don't have created playlists, if you don't, if you're not subscribed to channels, they're going to consider your YouTube profile as spam, and they will delete your account. So it's important that when you watch your favorite channels, make sure you do subscribe, make sure you like.
Hit the like.
Make sure that you leave comments so that they see your account is active.
Even more important is when you share a video. And so you share that on a platform like Facebook or Twitter. It just verifies from another platform that you're real.
That you're not a robot and you're not spam. Right?
So that's a good thing. So make sure you go ahead and check all those notifications.
Appreciate it, Brian.
And you may be saying, but Jeremy, I just did that 2 months ago. I just got notification this week that YouTube is doing it again. So you just have to double check it all the time. Make sure that you're into your notifications.
It sounds like YouTube's gonna do a better job of spam account sweeping, maybe quarterly. So it would be a good idea if you don't, that we go live every Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Month.
And if you're not getting notifications from our channel, then make sure that you just get in the habit of going in there and
well, at least 660 have gotten notifications because they're there right now.
Either that or they just put a reminder in their calendar.
Are we ready? Are we ready for the mail song?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You are?
I'm ready.
You're ready for the mail song? Ready? You sure? Or can I sing my Away in the Manger? No, I'm still no.
You can sing that song.
She said I could. Or should we?
Why don't you save it for the end then? Let's do that as your extra song since you've already sang your song. You've already sang your intro song. Wrong song.
You want the who wants the mail song? Who wants the Christmas Carol? Who wants the mail song? Let's hear it. I want to see it in the chat. The stars in the night sky look down where
T left a super chat. Auctions for you sent $5. Says leave comments and share. Most important to do. Keep it fresh. Appreciate it, T.
What do they want? Do they want the Christmas Carol? Or do they want mail?
Christmas.
Really?
Mailman. They're mail. It's like
They
a
want
combination
mail
of
or
both
Christmas?
and mail.
Away in
Both.
the
A couple people are
manger,
saying both.
no crib for a bed.
Aaron's fell asleep.
Lord
I think
Jesus
majority rules.
lay
Mail.
down his sweet head. Mail?
Sing the Christmas mail song, Sherney says.
All right, here we go. We got Christmas mail.
That's accurate. We've got 3 pieces of fan mail that we're going to share with you today. I can go smallest to largest.
I have an idea. I can be your background.
Or largest to smallest.
I can sing Christmas carols in the background while you do mail.
Should I go smallest to largest?
Smallest to largest.
Okay. All right. First one is from Barb Ponder here in Ohio. A fellow Ohioan. Is this like the background music while
this
I
is
open?
background music.
Okay.
This is the stars in the bright sky.
Says Jeremy and George, Christmas is coming. Enjoy every
This is
merry
perfect.
minute.
You're reading Christmas
Love
cards.
your videos and your Sunday night show. Love you all so much. Have a very Merry Christmas. Love, Barb. Appreciate it, Barb. All right, now on to the medium-sized mail. This one is from Glenn and Lisa Ewell, all the way from Tennessee. And then it says, enclosed is a card for George. So I wonder if he sent us a Christmas card just for George. For my brother.
Lovely Lord Jesus.
2 of them. So one is for Jeremy and I, and one's for George.
By my bed.
Says, may your Christmas be blessed with peace and love. To Jeremy and George, wishing you both a Merry Christmas, Glenn and Lisa Ewell. Appreciate it. And then this one is probably for my brother.
Lord Jesus, ask thee to stay close by me.
We just missed some super chats. Purple Pickers sent a flying. They're called. What are they called? Stickers. It's like a flying
super sticker.
Appreciate it, Purple
I'm background
Pickles.
music. I'm not part of this right now. Bless all the dear
Donatella sent a $10 super chat. Says, just wanted to say Jeremy looks handsome. Didn't want him to feel left out since I told you look beautiful, George. Donatella just complimented you.
I'm not part of the show. I'm background.
Appreciate it, Donatella.
Away in the
Next one is from Paul Nolan, all the way from Kentucky. So you're not part of the show? No? Okay.
Nope, not at all. The stars in the bright sky look down where he lay.
What the Hales? It's a picture of us. He forgot your glasses.
Uh-oh.
You forgot to put the glasses. So all of the drawings and pictures that we get from our subscribers go up on the wall behind us. So I'll be sure to hang this up on the wall behind us after the show. Appreciate it, Paul.
The stars in the bright sky.
Mail's over.
Down where he lay. Mail's over?
Mail's over. That's it.
The little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay. That was mail! All right.
All right, you guys ready for some announcements?
Oh, we've got a ton of announcements.
So we have a bunch of mini announcements. And then we're gonna have a big one.
Yeah, we have a huge announcement.
The H is silent.
We have a huge because it has something to do with YouTube and it has something to do with you. Mm-hmm. We have a huge announcement tonight, so you're going to want to stick around for that. All right, so they have lots of questions. What should we talk about first? Should we talk about the safe breaking video?
To talk about.
Let's talk about safe breaking. Okay, we're at Grimes Finds safe breaking.
Purple Pickles just sent another super sticker.
Don't worry, I got
Fist
this.
pump.
I got this. Okay?
It's a dancing one.
Don't worry, I got this.
Go ahead.
I got you, Purple Picker. That's how we do it. Okay, so should we talk about safe breaking a little bit? We're at Grimes Finds. We're in Texas.
I included the link in the chat.
Is it
Hopefully one of
there?
our moderators can put it for us. But when we were in Texas, Justin had a safe that he had stuffed away in the corner for about a year.
Okay, now first of all, a lot of people have said there's no way that's a 500-pound safe.
So at first glance, I thought it was a file cabinet. I was like, "Where's the safe? Where's the
that
safe?"
thing is. Do you want to tell them how heavy it actually is?
And it was 500 pounds, and it had the little dial for a safe, so it was like a safe / file cabinet.
Now,
and it was indestructible.
Okay, so everybody's going, well, there's no way those girls could actually push it over. Should we tell them?
Stronger than.
Should we tell them the movie magic of YouTube, or should we leave them in awe?
Well, what we did was we had it slightly tilted already.
So Justin and I already tilted it for the ladies.
And we just held it in place.
And then Justin was on the other side, which you can't see in the actual video. You don't want me telling this much, do you?
Well, technically, Gina and I flipped it over. He was just there in case we needed help.
So technically. So Justin was in it, and you don't see that in the camera shot. Because the camera shot goes down.
The boss babes, we were able to flip it over.
First of all, it is by all means a 500-pound safe. Just because Justin and I made it look like it wasn't a 500-pound safe, I can guarantee you my back that has been out for weeks now can absolutely share with you that safe is all 500 pounds empty. Okay. Yeah, Justin's going, right. So you have to understand, there's some movie magic to it. Justin helped the girls tip it. It was already on a pivot for the girls, and the camera angle takes it down. That's all planned because the girls were actually supposed to get into it and bust into it. We had no idea that they weren't going to bust into it.
We were so confident. Gina and I were so confident that we would be able to bust into it because we've gotten so many tips from our subscribers and viewers that the grinder will take us right into it from the bottom, and fail. We failed.
Okay. So can you share with them how heavy that safe actually is?
It was very heavy.
The most heavy safe. I mean, it was ridiculously heavy.
5 of me, 3 of
I was having major back problems. We had to change hotels three times because of the beds that we were on and where I was sleeping.
He's used to sleeping on a Tempur-Pedic mattress.
And my back is so sensitive. And so it was crazy. Actually, swinging the sledgehammer loosened the muscles up in my back.
Debbie Vaughn says she never doubted the 500 pounds.
It's every bit of 500. If it wasn't 500 pounds, it wouldn't have just sat there. If you watch Justin's on Grimes Finds and he floors it with the truck, that thing wouldn't have just sat there if it wasn't 500 pounds. And he said it rips the drawer out.
That safe ate 2 new grinder discs.
Yes. Oh, yeah, it did. It did. You just completely.
Yeah.
That safe was
stunk up the entire auction house and the warehouse.
Oh yeah.
That's easily. How long the grinder was going for.
But we also, that was 2 days worth working on that safe. That was intense. And it was so much stinking fun. It really was. That was a ton of fun. So that was the biggest thing. People want to know, was it really 500 pounds? Absolutely, it was 500 pounds. And so I've said to anybody who's doubted it, hey, you're welcome to go to Texas. Justin has his business right there. It's right behind the gates. You go with your camera, you go with your YouTube video, and you prove to the world that it's not 500 pounds. Yeah. We dare you.
And it's basically layer after layer after layer after layer.
So many layers.
Steel. Thick
so many layers.
Yeah. There had to have been 6, right?
Oh man. If you guys have not seen the videos of the safe opening yet, so video number 1 was on What the Hales channel, and you'll see George and Gina there, and they're trying to break into it. And then video number 2 is on Grimes Finds. And ultimately, I mean, I don't want to spoil it for you, although I already said it. We had to open it with a truck. That's how intense it was.
A Dodge Ram.
A Dodge Ram was the only thing that could do it. It was a Hemi. So if you haven't seen those videos yet, you've got to check those out. But probably the pinnacle experience of Texas, what do you think the viewers liked most? We want to know in the comments below, which video did you like most from Texas?
Yeah, if you guys watched our Texas videos, let us know in the chat which one you enjoyed the most. We had the thrift store challenge where it was Team What the Hales and Teams Grimes Finds.
Ton of fun.
Each channel was the team captain, and we took on 2 other smaller YouTube channels that lived in Texas. And then we did the safe breaking video.
And I'm pretty sure we won because we haven't officially determined a winner yet. But I'm pretty sure we won, don't you think?
Well, we're going to be biased and say we won.
There's no bias about it. We won. We won. I'm positive we won.
And then there was the 24-hour locker challenge. So you get to see the Hales version.
So
and
after that came the safe,
finds,
and then the 24-hour locker challenge. Okay. Yeah. So many questions about the locker challenge. Okay. So I want to see some of these. John Kinworth said, I love you both sleeping in a storage unit. Granny Doe says the challenge. Sandy Woods says 24-hour locker challenge. Jay Porter says 24 hours. Granny Doe says the challenge is
locker,
lying.
Yeah.
Grimes Fine says Storage Step Brothers 2020. And I promise you, they're
coming back in February.
There will be. Grimes Fines is coming to Ohio in February.
But will we be here in Ohio?
I guess you better stay tuned.
Away from
So
Ohio
he'll be in Ohio. That does not mean we will be. So stay tuned for this huge announcement we have tonight. 883 on. We have a huge announcement to share with you.
What if you did it live, like you FaceTime videoed? He was in a locker in Ohio. You were in a locker wherever we are. Would that count? Or do you have to be in the locker together?
No, we've got to be. You can't.
You got to do it Step Brothers style.
First of all, you and Gina have to be in a locker together. So let's get step one down first. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll go have a spa day, Justin. So let's get you and Gina in a locker.
Girls night.
This time, Step Brothers, Storage Step Brothers 2. The girls get locked in first. The guys get locked in second.
At the end of the video, when Gina and I picked you up from the police station, you counterbacked with 48-hour locker challenge.
That's what I'm saying.
48 hours.
48 hours. Can you survive? Outwit, outlast. I forget what the rest is.
I think the boss babes can do it.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys hearing this right now? She's claiming the boss babes can take out the non-boss dudes.
In 48 hours?
Wait, she's claiming the boss babes can take out the bald bosses. 48 hours.
Is Gina in the chat? I'm curious to know what her response to this is.
Okay, so there's 900 on here right now. I've received so many comments. This was their favorite video they've ever seen on the channel. The 24 hours.
Lisa's saying the girls wouldn't get caught because we both, Gina and I, have indoor voices.
I have an indoor voice as well.
I doubt it.
Really?
Should I start cracking up and making myself joke the way you just did? No, you don't have an indoor voice.
You see? I just did background.
Someone would have heard you playing the guitar.
I do it like this.
Oh, speaking of which, did you ever climb the ladder to see if someone was living in the unit diagonal from you guys, where the light was coming from?
We did. We actually climbed the ladder. There's a clip of that, but it did not make it in the video. A lot of things don't make it in the video. So did climb the ladder, looked over, and what do you guys think? Was there somebody living over there? Hales, yes, in the comments if you think somebody was living over there. Hales, no, if you think somebody wasn't living over there. Susan Stickler said Jeremy has one volume. Loud. And Joyce Family says, Boss Babes, 10 million, 100 million.
Amanda's saying, Jeremy, I don't think you can be quiet enough.
Okay, some are saying, Purple Pickles just sent $5. Women for the win. Women for the win. Baby, I got this.
He gets two.
That's because he's saying girls.
I wonder if they can hear that. Can you guys hear his fist talking? You probably have to keep it up to the mic a little bit.
So there's it's pretty much half and half. Hales yes and Hales no, whether somebody was living or not.
Deb Fuller brings up a good point. Remember how you guys were only allowed to have one essential item?
One luxury item.
One luxury item. Deb Fuller says 48 hours, two
luxury items.
That makes sense.
I like that. 2 luxury items. So I brought my OLIGHT, which I love. And then Justin brought the caffeine. What was that? The caramel double mocha shots or Starbucks.
It was like a double shot.
Yeah. So that being said, I'm going to tell you right now whether somebody was over there. I don't even know if we talked about this.
Someone said the Hulk hand is even quieter than Jeremy.
So I don't know if we talked. Do you think somebody was over there? Hales yes or Hales no?
There had to have been. Why else would there have been a light?
Okay, there's definitely light over there.
Because none of the units there were equipped to have.
Do you
light
remember?
switches.
Do you remember right here where I had blood dripping?
Yes.
So when you saw me, I had blood in my scalp.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't tell you how I got blood in my scalp, did I?
You didn't.
Okay, so I have a gash up in my head.
I just figured it was something ridiculous.
No, so I had a gash in my head. What happened is I climbed up the ladder. I put it over there to check, and there's sharp metal up at the top. And what happened is I put my head up top to peek through that hole. The metal gashed through my scalp, and that's why I had all the blood when you saw me. Which I never told you that yet because I was looking in that gap. And so that blood was from me climbing up in there with the camera. And then I hurt myself and I couldn't use that clip because I hurt myself. Mm-hmm. And so I looked over there and there was.
You probably couldn't see at the angle that you were at. You probably couldn't.
I could see.
Look down.
I could see.
You could?
I could see.
The entire unit?
Not the entire unit, but there were white banker boxes all set up like a barrier. So it was a huge unit and there were white banker boxes all set up as like a little castle, like something in the middle. But I did not see an actual person, but I saw banker boxes set up like blocks and it was all so there was a path all the way around the outside. It was a huge unit. And then there were banker boxes all in the middle. So maybe like an igloo, something like easily somebody could have been hiding in it.
So you think that they created a wall so that the police?
Yeah, in all reality, I think there's potential that they could have created a wall as well.
Thought process as you.
Did I send you that clip? Because I send her every clip afterwards, or did I?
I'm sure I have it, but I don't.
I might have sent it to her. I might not have. Okay.
Island Thrift sent a $5 super chat. Says for Justin to buy a Lowe's bucket to pee in instead of the vase.
No, that vase was where it was at. That vase.
Was it the blue vase that he had?
No, blue vase was mine because it's bigger. His vase had the little.
Oh.
His vase. That's
right. He did this.
His vase had the lazy man's
like the
holder.
Wave.
Yeah. So it was really nice and contoured, I guess is the best way to say it. So yeah, that was pretty cool. If you have not seen the 24-hour challenge in the storage unit yet, have you dropped the link?
I did earlier. Hopefully one of our moderators or
see if we can drop that link again. So what you want to do is you want to watch it.
I think Justin's driving.
So if you watch it on What the Hales, Grimes Finds is a very different version. Although the same night he videoed different things, as obviously same conclusion at the end, but same beginning. Or actually, even the beginning, his intro is different, but it's a very different video because it's the boxes he opened as we were prepping, and it's just hilarious. It was so much fun. Well, it was for a little bit.
I was shocked that you got Justin to even eat the chips that you guys found in the unit.
Oh, he was eating away.
At first, he was like, I can't believe I'm doing this.
No, he was eating away. It's survival. As
soon as it touched his lips and his tongue and his taste buds, he was like,
okay, both of us, when the lock went on there, we both kicked. He's a Marine and I'm a Jeremy. And so our survival modes kicked in immediately. You remember when we were playing that game at your sister's and everybody asked if you're lost in the woods, who's the one person that would survive? And everybody said Jeremy.
Yeah, we played the voting game.
Okay, so
a great holiday game for you and your family, by the way. It's called the voting game. So
I love the outdoors, and I probably would be able to survive.
Everyone voted for him.
So survival in the storage unit is the exact same, and his marine instincts kicked in as well. And so at that point, it's survival. We weren't thinking about money. If we would have found $100 bills, those would have had to been burned for heat.
That would have been your burn pile?
No, but I found the battery. I was going to hook up the cell phone battery. I was going to MacGyver it, and we were going to have the space heater all night. We were doing really well. And we found the copper ring. So the OLIGHT gets so warm. Yeah. I was going to use the OLIGHT as a soldering gun with the copper ring to connect the cord from the heater to the actual cell phone battery. We would have had heat for the coldest part of the night. Easy.
Purple Pickler sent another $5 super chat. Says $5 for Jeremy. Do a 48-hour be silent, no talking, be quiet challenge. You think you could do that? Like put a piece of duct tape on your mouth and just stay quiet the whole 48 hours. I don't think you could do it. Appreciate the super chat.
That'd be a horrible video. I don't think anybody would watch it.
It would have to be like if you were to make a video of it. El Cubanazo sent $3. Says fizz pump. Appreciate it, Oscar.
No, Oscar deserves.
You would pretty much have to do like fast forward for the full 488 hours and just play music the whole time.
Oh, you want music again?
No.
I got you.
No.
Christmas carols in the background.
In the video, when you do the 48-hour challenge.
Away in the crib. See? You hear how quiet I was? Was that pretty amazing?
Frank Chapman sent $5, says, did you get my message on Brandon's dad in the hospital in Vegas?
Yep, we've gotten all your messages.
Appreciate it, Frank. I think Brandon's dad was in the hospital recently,
yep,
right?
He's in the hospital.
So he's in the hospital again. So sending prayers to them.
All right. So we are going...
People are saying, no way. There's no way. It would never happen.
In regards to...
You being quiet.
Yeah, it could happen.
For 48 hours.
Really? How long have I gone without talking to you?
2 minutes.
She got jokes again.
2 minutes. This guy. Don't choke on me. Don't.
CPR.
I don't know CPR or the Heimlich remover.
She got the jokes tonight. My goodness. She's funny tonight.
2 minutes.
All right. Remember, there is a huge announcement coming. We do have a huge announcement that we will be making tonight. And we're excited. We're really, really excited to share this with you. It's going to be absolutely amazing. But before we get to that, we have something else going on too, right, George?
Yeah, Aaron wants to know, so total amount of hours in the unit.
I don't think we kept track.
Yeah.
Daytime, nighttime, time. I don't know. Oh, well, the next one, 48. Well, the goal was 24. I don't know where we ended up. Nobody was keeping track.
Yeah.
And then the next one will be 48.
So from the time that we put the lock on till the time that...
Do you remember?
I don't remember. It had to have been like 6 hours or more. From the time that we picked you up. Because we picked you up from the police station like at midnight.
I don't remember.
I think it was close to midnight, 1 o'clock.
This is a late night, that's for sure. Yeah, it was definitely a late night. That's for sure.
Oh, hold on a second. Someone said that you can do it.
Can do what?
Could do it.
See?
Jordan's only saying that because he wants this hoodie.
Jordan is not getting
My Flippin' Life
hoodie.
says Jeremy could do it, but I think he's only saying because he wants the hoodie.
Went to Texas. This thing has not left my side. Smell it. Smell it. See? Hasn't left my side. He'll never get it back. He paid $150 for this. Never, ever get it back.
From the first hailstorm.
For the first hailstorm auction, which you need to let them know about what?
Which reminds me, our second round of hailstorms auction is going on right now. Hopefully, I think Aaron's been posting the link in the chat. It ends tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central time. So make sure you guys get your bids in. There it is. Grimes just posted the link. He says lots of fun stuff in the auction, y'all. So if you guys click on that, if you're already registered from the first time, all you have to do is log in. You don't have to do anything else. And then if this is your first time bidding, it's very quick to register. And then you do have to put a credit card link in order to be able to bid. And that's how you'll be able to pay for your items, is with the credit card that's linked to your profile.
Aaron Proctor just sent $5. How come Bargain Hunters has not done a Q&A lately? Renee is not in a position right now where he actually wants to do any lives. He thinks that a live will hurt his channel. And so he's taken a position of not doing any lives. So he's trying to tweak his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And that is a good question. And that deserves a... Wait, no.
Is he doing this as an experiment, or is this just temporary?
He's doing an experiment to see how it
Yeah.
does with the rest of his videos, to see if YouTube will push his videos.
Mhm.
But right now, YouTube is actually, I just told George, YouTube is pushing and recommending one of our lives.
For the first time in a year, because
yeah.
we've been going live for a year.
We've been, as of December
2nd.
5th, was it 2nd? That was our first
2nd.
live.
Mhm.
Our first live ever. We have gone consistently every Sunday. We have not missed. So we would have been 52. This could even be 53 times, right? Or something along those lines.
Mhm.
Every Sunday we have gone live consistently. And so it's one of the things that we believe builds a strong community on YouTube, because you have fans and you have friends and you get to interact with them completely. And so we love, actually, as far as
this
making
is like
videos,
our day off. Yeah.
It's not even like a day. We like this more than making videos.
Yeah.
This is number one. It's easier, but it's funner because we get to interact with you.
Right. Because our subscribers, you guys leave the funniest comments in the chat. I love it.
There's over 1,000 on right
Whoa.
now. And keep in mind, we have a huge announcement that we're going to be sharing.
You guys are amazing. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up.
1,000 on right now. Huge announcement.
Conky's Flippin' Adventures just told Jordan, you're not going to get that hoodie until it looks like 1.0. The one with the Frankenstein stitches. That means I'm gonna have to rip.
Why would you do this? He paid good money for this. Why would you rip Jordan's hoodie?
Well, you had a rip and it was tempting.
Would you rip Jordan's hoodie? Keep your hands and your knives.
The Frankenstein, the homemade Frankenstein stitches.
You don't know CPR. You just
I don't know CPR.
You stay away. This is just you're out of control.
I didn't say that. Conky's Flippin' Adventures said it.
I'm just
all I did was read his comment.
Yeah, I already know what you're doing. So let's just move this over here, and I'll save hoodie 2.0, Jordan.
Speaking of hoodie 2.0, when are you going to give Jordan the hoodie back?
You got some jokes tonight. You are hilarious. All right. What about the counterfeit $100 bill?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
I want to know who thought it was real.
Do you have it?
Why would I have a counterfeit $100 bill? I tried to give it to the police.
The po-po.
So, who thought it was real?
At quick glance, it looks so real.
So let's talk about this a little bit, okay? Because there's some things.
Show them the back.
Well, keep in mind you didn't get to see the back online in the actual posting, right? So you don't get to see the back. So everybody, after I share with them that it's counterfeit, and they see the teaser in the beginning and the police and the whole deal. And again, counterfeit is a word that I'm using as fake. All right. It's not real. So counterfeit is in the aspect it's not real. So a lot of people are getting offended going, it's real fake movie money. It's not a real $100 bill. Therefore, it's a fake. It's counterfeit. So I'm just curious.
Which reminds me, this is the second time you've handled a fake $100 bill.
We had an employee actually take one, and that was and that girl
this was over the summer.
Yep, and that girl is being indicted for that. That's a felony. And now we have this one. So this one right here, $100 from the movie production. Remember, you didn't see this. So let's talk about that a little bit. Who thinks, I want to know what you think. Who thinks the actual storage facility took a fuzzy picture as far away as possible? Because Lord knows they could have got in closer, so everybody could have saw motion picture use only.
Oh, did you include in the video that the manager saw it?
Oh, I know. I don't remember what I included in the video. So the manager, when I went to talk to the manager said, oh, well, I can't get in the actual unit. Well, when I got in the unit, it's right there. You bend down to your knees and you can tell whether it's real or not. And the manager actually told me, I don't remember if I recorded this or not. He said, he goes, he goes, we were even talking whether we start this at $100 or not, because there's already $100 in there. And he's like, we decided not to because it might be fake. Well, the reality is, I want to know, do you think the facility knew it was fake and they didn't show a clear picture of it or not?
Detector Steve says, I believe the storage people did that on purpose.
So Detector Steve says, I think they did it on purpose. Debbie Hawley said, yeah, he did, and she thought it was real. Amy says yes. Aaron Proctor says yes, they did. Book Lover says yes, they did. Lori Lundy says yep, they knew. They knew. Rusty says yes, agree with Detective Steve. Storage Slayer says they did. Crocker Locker says for sure. We even have people saying it was planted. Grimes Fine says, wow, almost 1,100. Let's rock that share button. And Mama G said, yes, the box was moved as well. So I don't remember. Some people did mention that the box was moved from the original picture to when I recorded. And I never looked.
You never paid attention?
I didn't pay attention because all I was thinking about was this.
Not too often do we buy units online.
I don't like buying units
He usually
online.
doesn't, but when it's Dry with Live, that's his only option. So what we typically try and do is keep screenshots of all the pictures that are posted online.
I had the video. I just didn't go back and look.
Comparing it, yeah.
That's for Mama G. For Mama G. Tim Humphrey said fake. They knew.
You think the facility knew that it was fake?
Yep, Tim just said they knew.
And then purposely took a picture so people could bid on it.
So the reality is they had a very blurry picture. When you magnified it, you could
Susan
not
Stryker
tell.
Brings up a good point.
What'd she
says
say?
The good old bait and switch. So it could have been real.
Well, that's true too.
And then they switched it up with.
So what I did when I was profiling, everybody that's on, we have a huge announcement tonight. We will be making a huge announcement, okay? And so that is coming. But the bait and switch. So here's what I did when I found the unit. I found it in Texas. You remember? So when we were in Texas, and then I was sleeping on the couch, and I couldn't sleep because the couch was so lumpy and hard, and we had to move another place. And you were off in La La Land in the bed.
I don't snore.
I don't know.
That must have been a dream.
So I found this online in the middle of the night. And
did you read them?
Yep. And so I took a real $100 bill, and what I did is I took my real $100 bill, I put it right up against where I could magnify, and I matched everything up, and I looked as closely as I could, spacing everything. The issue was the $100 bill was so blurry. That's all I had to go off of was the spacing, right? And I finally made a decision that I thought it was real. I did. I absolutely thought it was real. So the manager went up to the unit with me, and I think he was just playing. The manager went up to the unit with me. He's like, I got to know, is it real? Is it real? Well, obviously, it was not real. And I would agree with all of you. I think they knew it wasn't real. This was a small 5x5. Somebody was living in it. Mama G even made the comment that somebody moved the box. I think the picture was fuzzy on purpose. And this is just one of the reasons why I do not promote online auctions and bidding, because so much more shady things can actually happen. Now, I'm not saying they did it.
Not every.
I'm just asking what you think, and I'm telling you, this is the reason why I don't like it. But we are in Texas. I was just getting back home from Ohio. There were no live auctions, and I said, I gotta know. And so the very next day when we got home, this is where I went to go pick this up.
Linda Day says you should have walked in with a real $100 and said, "Wow, it was real," and waited for their reaction. How funny!
Oh man, and recorded their reaction. That's our $100 bill. Yeah, that would have been something, wouldn't it have? Over 1130 on the live stream right now.
Janet just says, so George sounds like a stooge when she sleeps. I used to love watching the Three Stooges.
Actually, I've heard her in her sleep before. When I'm on the couch, when we travel and stuff, and she just starts laughing in the middle of the night. It's so disturbing. You think like a doll is coming from you. You're like, because she's all of a sudden, she's like, And
What?
Yeah, she does that.
I
You get this
giggle.
laugh, and
I giggle
Okay.
just like how I just giggled.
wait,
Your
I-
version of me was such an
uh-uh.
exaggeration.
A giggle when your eyes are open. A giggle when your eyes are open and there's lights on. That's normal.
You've got grandpa things coming out of your grandpa ears.
Okay,
You're
well,
better now.
I shaved them this morning. So a giggle when there's light out and it's normal, that's not scary. A giggle when it's pitch black, her eyes are closed, and all of a sudden in the middle of the night you get,
I giggle in my sleep.
that's scary.
Maybe I'm having a dream. Maybe you're making me laugh in the dream.
That never happens. You never laugh at me. You never laugh.
Dolly is saying that dollar bill is the reason why she didn't bid on the unit. So she saw that unit too.
Yep. So Dolly saw the unit too, and she figured, yep, that's counterfeit. I wasn't that smart.
Deborah says George probably purrs and not snores. Huge difference. I mean, huge difference.
I doubt there's any purring, but there was pretty much nothing of value in that unit. So I paid $120 for the unit, and there's a $30.
Julie just said her husband runs in his sleep and then he kicks her. That's pretty bad.
And that's why I sleep on the couch when we're
pretty
traveling. All right. So that being said, I paid $150 into this plus diesel and time. And what did we find that was actually worth anything? We found hot hands that you can use in the winter because you like those.
I say what in my sleep.
You actually do.
No.
What? We didn't find anything of value in that unit. That unit was a big fat zero and
not even the soap powder.
First of all, I don't think it's powder, so it can't be soap powder.
You can mix it with water.
A lot of people were saying that slime was actually like lanterns, glow in the dark. So, but
yeah.
But I don't know. It's in the garbage can by the house.
Glow in the dark like putty.
Potentially. I don't know for sure, but potentially.
Would you use that as your locker item for your 48-hour challenge?
For a glow in the dark?
Yeah.
What
if the battery dies on your OLIGHT?
I'm sorry, but I'm not taking a homeless man's slime into my locker. It ain't happening.
No, we would just buy some online.
How am I going to survive with that? I got my OLIGHT. Why would I need slime?
What if your OLIGHT dies in 48 hours?
Why?
OLIGHTs
I'm resourceful. I'm gonna find a lighter. You find a lighter in every single unit.
There's flashlights.
Paper. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
paper.
For a fire.
Okay, now you're just being dangerous.
Me? Dangerous?
Dangerous,
my middle name.
How did I know that was coming?
What's your middle name?
Mama G says battery pack. Yeah.
What's your middle name?
George.
Oh, yeah, okay. Somebody wrote a message today. I have to know, is George your middle name? Over a year later, we're still answering the same question.
Must have been a new subscriber.
Probably a new subscriber.
That haven't had the chance to binge watch yet.
Yeah, probably. I mean, they got to get up to speed on this stuff. Okay, do we have so we got a big announcement, there's no doubt. We talked about YouTube notifications. For all of you that are on right now, make sure you update your YouTube notifications. YouTube is doing a sweep, okay? And I passed Ricky Gobble passes gas in his sleep. And so your notifications are extremely important because YouTube is actually cleansing and purging their platform right now. So what you want to do is you want to go where you subscribe at What the Hales. There's also a bell. You want to unclick that bell and then click it again and click all. So you get a notification every time we go upload a video and every time we go live. It's extremely important that you do that, okay?
People are like, please don't put a fire in a storage unit.
Not with this hoodie. This thing would whoosh.
Yeah.
That would go, yeah. But remember, survival mode. Hoodie may have to burn so that we can survive.
Or parts of hoodie, parts of them. That's where the Frankenstein stitches will come in handy.
I think hoodie 2.0 is given enough. But you never know. I mean, you get this next to a flame and whoosh. You know, right now I look like a mummy, don't I? Mm-hmm. Do you know what you say to an Egyptian girl? You don't say who's your daddy, you say who's your mummy. That came out of nowhere.
Oh my gosh. I wish I could just mute it. When I know something crazy is going to come out of your mouth, I wish I had like the mute button.
Do you remember what I asked you this morning? It was, who's your mummy? Do you remember your answer? Yeah. Oh, it was a meme. Yeah, I sent you a meme.
That you sent
me.
Yeah,
because we weren't together. I sent you a meme.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I sent you a meme. Yeah. You never did answer me. Hold a second. Let me check. Let me show all them the meme that I sent you. Just because it's hilarious. Okay. Let's see. All right, so here is the meme that I sent her this morning. It's on a t-shirt. Who's your mummy? There you go. So we got a big announcement. Are you ready to get into this?
Yeah. Is it that time already?
Well, I mean, it's like 9:50 and we have 1,195 people on our live right now.
Frank Chapman sent $2, says, hey, Jeremy, is Jeremy your middle name?
No, it's Brian.
That was actually a question that's actually a frequently asked question. Is Jeremy your real name?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's my, yeah.
Appreciate it, Frank. All right, so our big announcement. I don't know how much you want me to share.
Well,
so I'll let you announce it since you're bigger than I am.
Well, again, there's only 4 people that know about this right now. And 2 of those people aren't here, and only 1 of them are in this room.
Doesn't make any sense.
That's the fun of it. I'm just curious.
I was curious, or I thought, I just assumed
what
we
were you
both
picking
knew.
out of my ear?
It was like vanilla grandpa stuff.
Cool. How much hair?
No hair.
Were you
taking
the knife?
It was like potatoes. It was like little potato flakes.
Oh, that's even better.
I wiped it on hoodie. There you go, Jordan. You're welcome.
That was my meal for later tonight. So we do have a major announcement. 1,220 here.
Oh, before I forget, George is going live after us, right?
Taking a risk.
Yeah.
George is going live right after us.
He just sent me the yep.
Oh, and we're going to be on his live.
We are.
We're going to be on his live immediately after this. George with Taking a Risk is going live. And trust me, you're going to want to be there. We'll be there with him on his live. So we just got home from Texas, right?
Yeah.
And this all has to do with this major announcement. We got home from Texas. And as soon as we got home, what did we start talking about?
We got home on Wednesday.
That was
Wednesday. We got back to Ohio on Wednesday.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
We traveled all day Wednesday.
So we got home Wednesday. You got dropped off at your place. I came back to my place. Mm-hmm. You came back over tonight for the live. Mm-hmm. So we get home and
Shirley says vanilla grandpa flakes.
Vanilla grandpa flakes. We get home, and what's the one thing we don't want to be?
Old and grumpy.
No, you're already that.
No, you're already.
Okay, guess again. What's the one thing we don't want to be? We get home. What's the one thing we definitely don't want to be?
When we landed, it was snowing here in Ohio, and we're like, we don't want to be in Ohio.
Debbie Shield says Jeremy is pregnant.
He does. He is pregnant with a food baby.
You're starting to think that's one big food baby.
He's got a vanilla Buddha basic grandpa belly.
My goodness, I put on 10 pounds in Texas. That barbecue.
Oh yeah, the barbecue is banging in Texas.
Was that Spring Creek where we got the rolls and I just kept eating them and eating them?
They were homemade yeast rolls, fresh out of the oven. Oh, amazing.
Man. Okay, so we get home. We go to Texas. We get home. Very first thing we come home to is snow and ice and bad weather and cold.
Yeah.
And the very first thing we look at each other and say is,
why do we live in Ohio?
Why in the world do we live in Ohio?
Storage Legends just congratulated you on the baby.
Thank you, Storage Legends. This will be a storage legend in itself. So the very first thing we start talking about is, why in the world do we live in Ohio? Why in the world did we even come back to Ohio? What the Hales are we doing in Ohio? And so,
Bill Thomas brings up a good point. He says because your kids are there.
That's true. But you know what else comes to Ohio often? Planes. So that's easily cared for. And we both have older kids. So, yeah, I mean, there's that reality that there are kids in Ohio, which you can always come back for kids.
Yeah.
But if there's one thing that we both wanted to do when we got back to Ohio, what was it?
To go somewhere warmer. To get out of the cold weather of Ohio, especially for the winter.
There's 1,300 on here right now. Woo! We are talking about this huge announcement. So we both said we wanted to go somewhere warmer.
Yes.
Well, guess what? It's happening. As a matter of fact, in less than 2 weeks, Christmas is in like 2 weeks, right?
Storage Agent just says, "Oh my God, you guys are moving." I swear, if that's the reason I'm logging out.
Hold a second. Let me see. Christmas is the 25th.
Don't you go anywhere, guapo.
Christmas is the 25th. Today's the 8th, right?
Yeah.
17 days. All right.
17 days.
In less than 2 weeks. And we're not going to tell you the exact day. We're not going to tell you the exact time. In less than 2 weeks, we are leaving Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
We are leaving Ohio. We got back and we said, why the Hales are we even here? And so we are getting out of Ohio in less than 2 weeks, and we're coming to somewhere near you.
Mary Deathy sent $2, says, move on up to the west side.
All right. So Mary Deathy Deals wants to know where the Hales were going. And no doubt the 1,300 others want to know where the Hales were going, because this is extremely important, because we're actually going to meet some other YouTubers, aren't we, George?
Yeah.
And these are the only other YouTubers that even know about this. And one of the things that we're going to do as we get out of Ohio, we got back and we were like, this is just ridiculous. We want out so bad. And we're reached out.
Layers. It's so cold.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
I've got like a layer.
One of the things that we're going to be doing with all the viewers and subscribers is we're going to be doing what?
We're going to have a huge meetup.
We are doing a huge meetup with
you. If you're in that state and in your local, or maybe surrounding states, and you want to do a road trip to meet us.
Road trip to where we're at. If you can come hang out for the day, you can get George's autograph and
Jeremy's autograph.
Yeah, right. And you don't even try and get Hoodie 2.0. Hoodie 2.0
maybe the autograph
will be with
of
me.
The other YouTubers will be with
Look at this. They're all guessing. Where are we going? Where's everybody?
A lot of California, a lot of Texas.
Yep, there's a lot of people guessing
right now.
People are saying
we're moving to Jeebus.
There are a lot of people guessing right now. But I can tell you, in less than 2 weeks, it could be tomorrow. It could be the day after. It could be right before Christmas. We are not going to be in Ohio. We are going to be somewhere with you, potentially, and we're going to spend time with you, and we're going to be with you. But Alaska? Conky's Flippin' Adventures?
Nah.
No, we're not going to be with Conky in Alaska.
No,
should we rule out Alaska? We shouldn't rule out Alaska. We shouldn't do that.
But it's not warm.
I know, but I want to see the whales migrate.
Yeah, it'll be part of our...
I want to do Deadliest Catch.
It'll be on a bucket list.
I want to do Deadliest Catch. That's part of my bucket list.
Yeah, you could. I want to
go.
Let you do whatever you want. It'll be on the bucket list. It's on our bucket list.
You're too much. You got the jokes tonight, man. Last week you're all what you are, and then this week you got jokes like crazy. Let me do whatever I want. You funny. You downright funny. You crazy.
Ooh, Hawaii.
Well,
Brazil.
I don't know that we have very
we'll
many.
We'll still be in the U.S. We're not going anywhere.
So we are going to be in the U.S.
We'll still be in the U.S.
We're not leaving the U.S., but we are going to be somewhere in the United States from anywhere from tonight. We might even.
Legend just said he's going to start a GoFundMe called Lost Guapo without my people.
So
because She-Shed says what the Hales World Tour.
So we could either be leaving right after this live stream, or we could be leaving the day before Christmas, or we could be leaving anytime in before there.
Tomorrow morning by the end of the month.
And I'm sure you want to know where we're going, because you're not going to want to miss it, because we're going to hang out with you. But we've run out of time. But we are going to take a risk We're going to jump right on over to Take a Risk with George. Can we reveal over there where we'll be in the United States?
Yeah, I think we can.
Okay, because we got like 30 seconds for me to sing the closing
song.
We'll
reveal the state that we'll be in.
Okay, so if you all jump over to Taking a Risk, he's going live immediately after this, and we are jumping on his live. We will be on his live. You know the announcement. We will not be in Ohio. We are leaving Ohio for the rest of the month of December. We are going somewhere, and it is not in Ohio for all of our Ohio friends. And you can give towards the GoFundMe for Storage Legends, Guapo without his people. But we're going to announce where we're going to be on Taking a Risk. So you're going to want to jump on over there. Taking a Risk. Does he have his link up yet?
Yeah. Aaron posted it.
Okay. So Taking a Risk has his live link up already. And we're going to be right over there. We'll be sharing with all of you where we're going to be in the United States. So you're definitely going to want to jump over there.
George gets the warehouse.
George may be running the warehouse because I am sick and tired of Ohio.
Inventory.
And therefore, we're going to share with you over on George's where we're going to be. We don't love Ohio.
You're too cold for us.
Oh, no, we don't. We don't love Ohio. We just won't. Because Ohio is cold. Ohio, we're just too cranky and old. Would you agree?
Get there.
We love you, viewers. Oh, yes, we do. Jump over to Taking a Risk. We'll be with you. When you're not near us, we're blue. But if you jump over to Taking a Risk, we'll tell you where we'll be so you can hang out with us too.
We'll see you guys next Sunday.
Well, we'll see you on Taking a Risk here in just a moment. Where we'll be announcing where we're going to be.
Good night for now. See you on his channel.
We'll see you in 10 seconds at Taking a Risk.